Family, I want you to put your hands together and welcome to the stage our next storyteller, Maxie Jones.
So I was in high school, and it was picture day. And these photographers, they were going around from classroom to classroom. They were taking pictures of the different teams and clubs. And I was a senior, and my best friend, Richard P.A., he was a senior, and there was this guy, Danny King. We would just roam in the halls. Well, we had a hall pass. And we roam in the halls, and anytime we saw the photographer taking a picture of a team or a club, we would jump in the picture. We would go, we want to be in that picture. We took a picture with the swim team, and we couldn't swim. We took a picture with the National Honor Society. We weren't smart. We were roaming the halls by where all the shop classes were, and we saw them going to one of the shop classes, and we ran in, and we go, hey, wait for us. And we bust in the room, all we saw was girls in the class wearing aprons, and there were sinks, kitchen, washing machines. And we were like, yo, what shop is this? They said, this is the Future Homemakers of America Club. We were like, hold up. Maybe we shouldn't have come in this room. And we started to back out. You see, because there were guys who took Future Homemakers of America, but we picked on those guys. So we were like, listen, we're sorry we interrupted. And we started backing out, and the teacher said, hold up, boys. You said you want to take a picture. You're going to take a picture. And we didn't want to be disrespectful to her. So we were like, okay, we'll take the picture. Because we knew they weren't going to put us in the yearbook in this club anyway. So we took the picture, and after the picture was over, the teacher, I remember her name was Miss Pickett, she said, okay, well, what's your name, boys? We're like, what you mean, what's our name? What you need our names for? She said, for the picture. And so we gave her our names, Maxie Jones, Richard P.A., Danny King. And then we left, and we were like, man, they just playing around. She ain't going to put us in the yearbook. About 4 months later, Richard came to my classroom. Maxie, do you see this? What? And it was in the yearbook, Future Homemakers of America. Maxie Jones, Richard P.A., Danny King. We were like, oh, shit, yo. This is against everything we believe in, man. We can't do this. We were too cool for that. And so we were just waiting for the other guys to come and pick on us. And we were standing there, and a couple of guys came by and said, hey, fellas, we see y'all in the yearbook, Future Homemakers of America. We were like, oh, yeah, man. They were like, yo, this is cool. How'd y'all do this? What you talking about? These girls, man, how you getting a picture with these girls? We were like, oh, man. So we were like, yeah, man, we Future Homemakers of America. So we graduated, and about 2 years later, we were hanging out, me, Richard, and Danny, and we were like, yo, let's go to the school to visit. We went to the school to visit, and we saw one of our homeboys, JJ, with a hall pass and an apron on. JJ, what you doing with that apron on, man? He said, oh, man, I'm in shop class. Yeah, we see, but what shop class? He said, Future Homemakers of America. JJ, what the fuck you doing? The Future Homemakers of America. He said, what you talking about? You guys took the class. How do you know? They got y'all picture in the showcase. He says like half the class is dudes now because of y'all. Get out of here, man. He said, yeah, come on. He took us to the class. We walked in, Miss Pickett said, there they are. And she hugged us, and when she hugged me, she said, "Don't you tell him nothing." It was like, okay. One dude came over to me, he said, "Man, I got to shake y'all hand, man." He said, "Thank you for showing us, man, that, we can all be homemakers, man." Another dude came over, he was like, "Yeah, man, this class ain't just for girls." We were like, "Yeah, right." And Miss Pickett just winked her eye and said, "Thanks for stopping by, boys. See y'all later." And we walked out the room. And we walked out the room, we were walking down the hall, and Danny said, "Yo, man, maybe those guys are right, man. We can't all be homemakers." And Richard said, "Yeah, I guess the class just ain't just for girls." And it was at that moment that we realized that, see, we thought Miss Pickett was setting us up. But instead, she used us to break a circle of gender bias. And we didn't know it until that moment. And even though before that day we never stepped in that classroom, I'm glad to have been a part of that change. Thank you very much.